So, let me give you the quick steps to do it. So the first one is to determine your primary objective. Well, in this case, you want to pre-sell 100 copies of the book. Well, that's a fairly easy thing to do. That brings in $2,000. So what you want to do is think about creating payment options for people. So you say, I'll give you a full page ad in the back of my book. The book's not going to be ready for 3 months. I want you to agree to buy 100 copies, that's all, and pay me a third every month. But make sure you get some money right now. Don't wait till the book is out, because you're going to use those funds to pay for the whole project. And then what you want to do is give them some time to do that. And then you really need to understand the concept. So spend time going back over this tape, and then make sure you understand the sponsorship proposal, which explains everything, and download that. You might also want to think of what else you could include in your sponsorship. Like some people are doing joint ventures, they're offering their services. If you're a coach or you're a trainer, you could include, if they buy a full page ad, you're going to do a speech at their company. I mean, there's lots of things you can do. Just be creative. Number 2 is identify potential sponsors. So you ask yourself, who's my target population? And then what you want to do is really think about who you're going after, and then look for people who advertise to them. So if you're a wedding planner, you're doing a book on weddings, and so you're going after your target population as people who are getting married. Ask yourself, who also is advertising to people who are getting married? Florist, limo company, tuxedo rentals. There's lots of places. And that's the very place you start. And so I tell you right now, take this assignment. And I want you to fill it in on this page, on the content section in the bottom of this page. Take this assignment. I want you to tell me what your book is about, what it is you do, who the target population is, and write down as many occupations that would fit that as possible. And then I'll email you back, because what you're going to do then is you're going to cut that down to 50, you're going to cut that down to about 50, and then you're going to zone in on about 10 really important ones, and I'll show you using that sponsorship proposal on how you make your approach. Step number 3 is a step-by-step blueprint, and it's all about your approach to prospects who might sponsor your book. So first thing you got to do is you got to find out who's a list and how do you approach them. Well, you got to look at who's advertising now to your target population. You know, you're writing a book designed to attract a certain target market, and you want to make sure that you just find other people who are already paying money to get in front of them. I mean, if they're taking out local ads in the newspaper or radio advertising or whatever, they want to attract your target population. And then what you do is you start approaching them. And you approach them with the sponsorship proposal, but you mainly really have to understand, and I can't believe I'm giving this away for free, is you really need to memorize a little script. And the script goes like this. Hi, I saw your ad in the local newspaper. Hey, can I ask you a quick question? If I had a way for you to attract more prospects, would that be of interest to you? Who's going to say no to that? Because they're advertising anyway. And then you just say something very simple. My publisher called and told me that I'm writing a book on weddings. He suggested that I have a section in there or some in the back of the book called Resources I Recommend. Because my publisher wants the book to be very practical. And call me your publisher. My publisher wants me to go and find a limo company today. Because I'm doing a chapter at the back of my book called Resources I Recommend. Now, if you don't want it, that's fine. Like, you want to create urgency. If you don't want it, but I have to find a limo company today. You know how publishers are with their deadlines and everything. That script is worth a fortune to you. Will you use it? Will you take action?